Hi and welcome. Today we're reviewing episode 8 of How to Rebuild a Kingdom, part 2. And it's today's video is going to be kind of short. There wasn't much to kind of unpack this episode, but I'm gonna go over some scenes that did kind of stand out. So when we got, the continuation of, uh, the princess kind of marrying and being engaged to Soma, and she kind of brings up um, kind of a state that they're very religious and they have a problem with the empire saying like um, we don't we don't like that the people of the empire have been calling their empress the saint, and they hate that, and they're being a little aggressive about it. And Choma kind of finally decides and like, okay, I'll marry you, but it goes both ways. Now he has like legitimacy to rule over Amadonia if he marries the merchant. So, it goes both ways. Moving on, he has this talk with, Maria, and we can see that it was mostly about the church, and he brings up the fact that they don't like that she's been given the title of saint, even though she hasn't said anything, she hasn't proclaimed to be a saint herself. And so I wonder, how that conflict will evolve. Will they, get close to, reigning war on the empire? But kind of moving on, we get the last scene where after the night when they, the next morning, he kind of wakes up to the princess snuggling up next to him in the bed. And you can see clearly that when Aisha and Alicia kind of found out, they were, you could see the jealous side arising, they were very disappointed, like, oh, why didn't you want to do anything with me instead of her? And then the princess kind of explains, oh, the reason I'm here is because last night I was basically too tired to go back to my bed. So I just shared the bed with Soma. And obviously, he tells Aisha to take her to her room so she can sleep. So she does that, and um, you can see he has a serious talk with Licia about being a king. And he says, all this time since I've been here, I've been kind of holding myself back, calling myself the provisionary king of, the kingdom of the free. And, he decides, a big step in his character development, I think. He says, I'm done holding myself back. I'll be the real king of Amadonia. I won't call myself a provisionary this time. And that's kind of a big step towards his development because, you know, ever since he's been given the title of king, he's always put it the provisionary, so something not permanent. But now he does kind of not he sees that the importance of an actual king being there, so he'll start calling himself a real king instead of a provisionary. But that kind of end the episode. Like I said, nothing much really happened, but I do love the moments where we see that the girls are obviously jealous of the princess getting all the attention, and it's very nice to see the jealousy. But I'm also curious what will happen with the church. Like, will they rise up and declare war on the empire, or how will their relationship continue on the anime? These are all questions I have, and I am very curious as to how they'll, take this episode, this series, because as we know, they only do episodes until, episode 13. So there's not really much left in the series. But, I mean, that's all. Thank you. Leave a like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts and opinions. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.